Good morning. Well, I'm starting my morning not how I wanted it to be planned. My dishwasher is acting up on us, so I have to manually do all my dishes. Thank God canning season is almost done because I have to hand wash every single thing. With young kids, they have a tendency of like losing their glass, losing their fork, you know. So I have a little bit more to wash. On a fun thing, I want to show you another project I'm working on. Yesterday I took out chickens from my freezer. Those are not from this year, they're from the years prior. And I'm going to be doing the Amish, what is it called? From this book, Amish canning book, the chicken soup. I'm going to try it out, and if I have some broth left over, I'm just going to pressure can it. I also have behind here some apple cider vinegar, and I'm crossing my fingers, my toes, my hair, my ears, everything I can cross, that this year is going to be the year that I'm going to be doing apple cider vinegar. I'm trying out a 4-liter jar and an elastic. I hope that this time no creepy crawlers will go in the jar and ruin it for me. Since it froze last night, when I woke up, it was -7 Celsius, feeling -7. So I wanted to check out what was going on in the tunnel. I'm not sure if you remember, I sowed some seeds, I transplanted some stuff, and I just want to see how everything's going. The only door that's open for now is the back window. So I'm crossing my fingers that nothing died. So let's go check it out. Well, I had some purple bok choy. That went to seed in one of my containers, and I just transplanted them all. They look like they're okay. The Swiss chard look like it's okay. The peas, they don't look damaged, but I did sow some lettuce seeds, and I doubt that's gonna do anything. And then these are my Asian cabbage. I don't know, there's ice on it. Shoot. The peas look okay. The kale, this is also kale that I transplanted, that was outside. And I brought it in the tunnel. It looks okay. So definitely, this has to be closed. So I'm sad about that. I'm storing some of my perennials inside the tunnel that I did not have time to transplant. I have goji berries, rose bushes, loganberries, blueberries, ascaps, rhubarb. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Strawberry plants. That's pretty much it. And I'm bringing back some tools for a last project I wanted to show you. I brought in some trays and some containers, and we're gonna sow some seeds because I took out my grow light that I normally use during the winter. So today I'll be sowing some greens and a tomato. It's a dwarf tomato that I was able to find on West Coast Seeds website. It's called Red Robin, and in the description it says it does well when it's neglected or poor lighting. So the system that I have obviously here is not a professional system, so I'm gonna give it a try. So if you're doing sowing seeds inside the house, remember that there's a date to maturity. So I'm gonna sow this seed today. We are Wednesday. It's gonna take up to 2 weeks to germinate. And then it's gonna take about 4 to 6 weeks before it can start to concentrate on setting fruits. And then from there, I'm gonna transplant it into a, I can't remember if it's gonna be a 6-inch pot or 4-inch pot. I have to check what I'll be doing and what I have available. Probably a 6-inch pot. And from there, it's gonna take about 50 to 55 days before having fruit. So last year, my friend from Mama Homemade, Annie, showed these seeds, I think in September, and she was eating little red tomatoes. I think it was like in March. So I want to give it a try, and I'm taking out again my soil blockers, and I'm using this one is the 5-1. I think this is 1.5 inch. So a soil blocker looks like this. And then there's like a little indentation in the middle, and I'm just gonna pinch it after I sow it. So here is my setup. So I have 3 crates. Each of them will have something. So these are the Red Robins. I'm gonna put in the description below the link to these because it's the only place I found them. And then I'm gonna go with the salad bowl mix I got with one of my free orders of MI Gardener. There's no pictures, sorry. And then the spinach I sowed in the greenhouse and the lettuce I sowed in the greenhouse. I doubt that it's gonna do anything since the ground froze, but we'll see. So I'm gonna sow a couple of Bloomsdale long standing spinach. My seeds are pretty old, so I wanna use them up in this purple wash, which is similar to spinach, but purple. And then I have some calibration kale mix that's ready in 21 days. So I'll be doing that. I don't have a picture, it was just sent to me. So this is what I'll be sowing today. the lights, I bought this light last year on January 1st. I'm gonna bring you in for you to see the Homestead. It's been doing great. It was on special, and I'm also using a heat mat. Technically the only thing that requires a heat mat would be the tomatoes, but since on this side we're actually in renovation, the heat source is not connected. So just in case that it gets a little bit too cold here, I'm just gonna put the heat mat, but technically it should only be for the tomatoes. And within maybe 14 days, they're gonna start sprouting. This is not like for my entire family. This is for me having some salads and some side salads this winter. Technically, I'm gonna be doing in 3 weeks, another 2-3 weeks, another batch, so that I have more greens. And I'm also gonna start doing some sprouts or some microgreens. I'm not sure exactly. If I can get my hand on a big bag of potting soil or seed starting soil, not just a little one, I'm gonna do microgreens. If not, I'm just gonna do sprouting seeds so that I can actually have fresh food during the colder months. We're still eating occasionally fresh fruits like I bought. They were on special, some peppers, some carrots, some onions. But at one point, like, eating frozen vegetables is very hard. So by having these inside, I have space for like maybe 3 containers here on this shelf. It's gonna give me that freshness that I crave during the hard, colder months. So I thank you for passing by the homestead today, and I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. Take care. Bye.